Slavsky, Meisner, but improvisation makes sense to me. I like the idea of two actors going up on stage with nothing. No dialogue, no costumes, no sets, and just making up something together that's real for everybody else in the room. The rules of improvisation don't only appeal to me as a way of making comedy, but also as a worldview. See, the first rule of improv is to agree. Always to agree and to say yes. As an improviser, you're supposed to agree with whatever your partner has created. So let's say I start a scene with, "Freeze, I got a gun, bitch." And you answer, "That's not a gun, that's a finger. You're pointing your finger at me. The heck am I supposed to do with that? You've just denied what I've created." But if I start the scene again with, "Freeze, I got a gun, bitch." And you're like, "Not the gun I bought you for Christmas, you bastard." Now we have a scene because you agreed that my finger is a Christmas gun. Now, obviously, I'm not going to ask you to agree with everybody in real life, okay? Come on. But the rule of agreement tells you to respect what your partner has created, and then also enter onto the stage with an open mind. Say yes and see where that takes you. Because as an improviser, I always find it jarring to meet somebody who says no all the time. "No, we can't do that. No, this is not in the budget. No, I will not hold your hand for $1. I mean, what kind of way of that life is that to live, you know? Gosh. So the next rule is not only to say yes, but to say yes and. So you're not only agreeing, but you're adding to the situation. So let's say if I start a scene with, "Whew, can't believe it's so hot in here." And you're like, "Yeah." Okay, what are we gonna do with that? So if I start the scene again with, "Whew, I can't believe it's so hot in here." And you're like, "What do you expect? We're in hell." See, there we go. That's what we got here. Well, I also have to say that yes and, that rule means that you shouldn't be afraid to contribute. You know, you shouldn't be afraid to be confident with what you say, which brings me to the next rule, which is make statements, which is a positive way of saying don't ask questions all the freaking time. So if I start a scene with, "Who are you? Where are we? What are we doing? What's in that box?" I'm putting pressure on you, my partner, to contribute, to add, to answer all these freaking questions. I mean, in other words, don't be the problem. Be the solution, all right? Don't be pointing out questions and obstacles. I mean, we all work with that person, and that person's a dick, all right? Another thing about that rule is don't make apologetic questions. Like, nobody wants to go to a doctor that's like, "I'm gonna be your surgeon. I graduated from Johns Hopkins, so I guess I qualify." I would not want that person to take out my appendix. You have to make statements with your actions and your words, which, no matter how wrong, actually, no matter how wrong you feel it is, just be confident, which leads me to the last and my favorite rule, which is there are no mistakes, only opportunities. See, let's say I start a scene as a cop on a bicycle, you know, rolling around town, fighting some crime, and you say that I'm a hamster on a hamster wheel. Guess what? I'm going to be a hamster on a hamster wheel. I'm not going to stop the scene to explain why I should be a cop on a bike. And who knows, maybe hilarity will ensue. Maybe I'll be a hamster cop that was assigned to hamster wheel duty because I was too much of a loose cannon on the force, you know? You see, there are no mistakes in improv, only happy accidents. And you know, some of the best discoveries in life were made by accident. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Botox, you name it. Seriously. Now, then if the scene doesn't really end so well, like not the way you thought it was going to, don't worry about it. Improv is just a one-time thing. It never happens again, unless it's filmed, of course. But we don't need to discuss that. But on those times when it's live, you just can let it go. You don't have to, just don't take it personally, you know? So there you have it. Improvisation. Not only a way to make great comedy, but some good perspectives on life. Beat that, Stanislavski and Meisner.